Hello, how are you? My name is Ruth. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing June, July empties kind of. So mainly July, but there was a few late June kind of empties that will be in this video. So yeah, let's just get into it. Apologies if you hear any kind of ambient noise from outside and that. It's still very warm here in Ireland and I just can't close the window. So if you hear any kids kind of playing in that, you know, it's summertime in Ireland. They don't get to do it that often. I'm not going to begrudge them it. The way I'm going to do this today is I'm going to start with my hair care. I'm going to go into my body care. I will do skincare and then I will do makeup empties. So I'm just going to make you work for it a little bit because I know we all love the makeup empties the most. But look, you can skip ahead if you want to as well. I'm going to probably go through them fairly quickly. I'm not going to linger too much on a lot of them because the majority of these were in projectpan, so you may have seen them already and maybe have already heard my thoughts on it. If I'm a bit lower than usual, my hubby just got his second vaccine today, so he's actually gone to bed for a sleep, so I just don't want to be waking him, so that's why. But I still wanted to get a video recorded because he's on holidays now for 2 weeks, so we're going to be kind of travelling around Ireland a little bit, so I won't be able to get any videos recorded, I wouldn't imagine, over the next kind of week or two. So I said, right, we get cracking today. So, hair care. First up, Pantene Pro V 3-Minute Miracle Superfood Full and Strong. So this is, more intense than your normal conditioner. So you pop this in when you're in the shower. Well, I do when I'm in the shower anyway, and I leave it on for like around 3 minutes. I go off and I do my other bits. I shave my legs or whatever else needs doing, and I rinse it out. And I found that this definitely has made a difference to my hair. I will say I have Epstein-Barr virus, which is, most people would only get it the once in their life, like glandular fever or that, but I have long term, so it stays in my system, so my hair can be quite poor because of it. It falls out. So I've always struggled with hair condition, and this definitely has made a difference to my hair. I have another 2 in my collection. I think after that I might try the Garnier one since they're gone cruelty free. I know they have a pot mask that looks really nice, but for the moment I have another 2 of these, so it'll probably take me another 1.5 years to get through them anyway. So, but yeah, if you're not cruelty free, this is a fantastic conditioner if your hair needs a bit more TLC than the norm. So that is that one. These two, we'll kind of do them together. So it's the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle shampoo and conditioner, the Miracle Moist one. Why that word? With Australian macadamia nut oil. So these are my 50 shades purple, and look, they were fine. I had bought them probably 2 years ago, I'd say, at this stage, for holiday use, you know what I mean, because they're handy to have, the little minis. I won't be doing that anymore because I find it to be very wasteful. I'm trying to be a bit more eco-conscious with my waste. So what I will do is probably rinse these out and use them going forward. For if I am going travelling, like in the next week or 2, if I'm staying overnight or that, I can pop them into these and that'll be perfect. They were fine. It didn't do anything. There was no miracle. They were fine. I know some people absolutely adore them, but they don't do anything magical for me, for my hair. Next up is the TreSemmé Heat Defense Spray with UV filter, care and protects, heals and shine. So again, this is a travel size that I had picked up, and this is actually very good, and I'm delighted now TreSemmé has gone cruelty free as well, which is phenomenal. I'm delighted because they do have some very good products, and you can get some great value. Like, they do big huge shampoos for good value. So yeah, this definitely worked in my hair. I definitely noticed my hair being a bit sleeker and seeming to be a bit healthier. As a result, I don't use heated tools in my hair too much, but when I do, I always make sure to put a heat protecting spray in it, and this was a good one. So I would consider purchasing a bigger size of that down the line, definitely, once I've gone through other ones that I have in my collection. So we're into body care already. We are. So I'll do these two as well together because they're both tanning products. So this is like pre-tan. So it prepares skin for a smooth, even tan with a glycolic acid. It's by Primark, their own brand. So basically what you do with this is you pop it on, you can spray it just on and rub it in, which I wasn't a fan of, and you can use, one of your reusable cotton pads and use that on your arms and your neck and that, and it just preps the skin for tan, and I definitely noticed a difference. My tan definitely went on better, and it definitely wore off better. and it got rid of any residual tan that might still have been lingering. But I don't think you need this if you already have glycolic acid in your routine. So if you are a fan of glycolic acid and you use it on your skin or whatever, or you could pick up a cheap one, I suppose, that, you know, you don't want to be using your best of the best glycolics, you know, get one from The Ordinary or, you know, something like that, and just use that on your arms. It does the exact same thing. You know, looking at the ingredients, I'd rather use that because there's a lot of filler in this, shall we say, that's unnecessary in scent and stuff like that, whereas the other one, brilliant. But yes, it definitely worked, and I'll definitely going forward use glycolic acid pre-tan. This is the Bondi Sands self-tanning foam in dark. Beautiful coconut scent on this one, which I really enjoyed. Some scents, as we all know, can be very strong when it comes to tan, but this one was lovely. It says it was dark. I mean, I'm quite pale. I didn't notice that it was particularly dark. And as I said in my projectpan video that I used this up in, I've kind of learned a lesson about myself. I'm not the biggest fan of this style of tan. I prefer a gradual tanner. I just do. So one that doubles up as a lotion and is a, you know, has some tan in it and be gradually built up, so you don't look completely and utterly tangled and orange. I feel like you've less chance of making mistakes, shall we say, and it's just because I am so pale, it doesn't look as drastic a change, if that makes sense, as to when you use something like this. You're kind of, everyone knows you have tanned, as opposed to going, oh, you have a lovely colour. Does that make sense? Anyway, I do like Bondi Sands. The gradual tanner that I have enough is Bondi Sands. So in general, I do like their products. So if you are looking for a tan, they are a good brand to try out. Boring deodorant. This is from Superdrug. They're cruelty free, and trying to find cruelty free deodorants. It wasn't great, I won't lie. It didn't do a whole lot, if I'm being very honest. But again, now the Garnier is cruelty free, I'm going to try their, it's been years since I tried Garnier deodorants, but I'm definitely going to try them and see what they're like. Imperial Leather Tropical Rainforest Exotic Papaya, bursting with fragrance, reviving shower gel. Lovely shower gel, you know, it did what it was supposed to do, you know. I don't know what else to say about it. It wasn't particularly moisturising, but it wasn't drying either. So it was just a good and inexpensive shower gel, but it's not cruelty free, so I won't be repurchasing that particular one. I spoke about this at length. Shea Moisture Fruit Fusion Coconut Water Energizing Bath, Body and Massage Oil. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Doesn't seem to be on the market anymore. Thank you to the person who mentioned in the comments to try on Amazon. I did. They were out of this, but I actually purchased 2 of the shampoos in this scent, and I'm going to use them as shower gels because, you know, same difference. Just to keep the smell around for a little bit longer, because I just adore it. It just makes me so sad. I was saying to April from Ruby Rouge Reviews, sorry, a couple of the neighbours' dogs are barking. I said that I thought because they have been bought out, I believe, that maybe they're discontinuing some lines, or maybe they're repackaging or something. I don't know. Maybe down the line it'll come back. I hope it does, because I really loved that one. Beautiful scent. Just, it was light, but I don't know how to describe it, because I was going to say intense, but intense is the wrong word because I don't like intense smells. But it was just fresh and juicy, and just, it was beautiful. I really liked it. Finished off the perfume, Dune by Christian Dior. Cruelty-free scents is something that I haven't really looked into much, and the main reason being is I have some scents left. Also, in more recent years, as I've said before, migraines have become a part of my life, and they definitely get triggered by scents. Well, it's one of the triggers, shall we say. So strong scents like this, just a no-go, and I'm reluctant then to try other ones because I don't want to be spending the money and then can't use it because it's you know, triggering a migraine. And I know you can get, you know, little samples and stuff like that, but at the moment I'm kind of just going to work through what I have and maybe just not bother after that. Does that make sense? Because it's just not worth it. The pain that it caused just isn't worth it, unfortunately. Onto skincare. CeraVe hydrating cleanser for normal to dry skin. I know this is a kind of a cult favourite brand, product, what have you, but it was okay, it was fine. It didn't, you know, set my world on fire or anything like that. It didn't set my skin on fire either, which is great, you know. Nobody wants that. But I just don't understand, I suppose, what the fuss is about. I've tried other cleansers that are a little bit cheaper even and are cruelty free, which this isn't, unfortunately, and just as good if not better. So it's not a repurchase for me, even if it did go cruelty free. I'm just kind of, I was curious, I've tried it, I've satiated the curiosity, so you know, that's a win for me. Next up is the, again, Primark own brand, in collaboration with Alex Steinher, who is like a beauty influencer, magazine editor, that kind of a person in the beauty industry. Maximum Moisture Milky Softening Lotion. So the main thing that drew me to this was the peptides, lactic acid, Centella asiatica extract. Maybe if I put it up close, you can read it for yourself. No, probably not. But yeah, it replenishes skin with moisture to soften and brighten. Very nice, very pleasant. Now, €6 for 110ml for something that is essentially just a, I use it like a toner in the morning. Maybe a little bit on the pricey side for them, but I suppose when it's in collaboration with someone, it's always going to be a little bit pricier because they have to, you know, cut a bit of the budget out to pay that person for their collaboration and stuff. You know, we probably wouldn't have even known about this item if it wasn't for her name being attached to it. Does that make sense? But yeah, it was quite nice. This is actually my second one of these that I've went through, and I would consider repurchasing again once I work through what I already have. But my skin seemed to enjoy it. Did I notice any major moisture, softening, brightening? It didn't hurt my skin, it didn't damage it, it didn't irritate it. So to me, you know, I'm happy enough with that, especially for my morning. I keep my actives for night time, and my morning is a very basic routine, if I'm being honest with you. So it was perfect for that, for just freshening up the skin in the morning and getting started on my skincare. Next up is the Liqueura Healthy Glow Exfoliating Toner, 5% glycolic acid, aloe vera and ginseng. So this is supposed to be like a dupe for the Pixie Glow tonic. I wasn't a big fan of the Pixie Glow tonic, if I'm being honest. I thought it was way overpriced for what it was. I mean, glycolic acid, now, to be fair, they kind of pioneered the whole glycolic acid. That, and I think I had, wasn't it the AHA Gold one I had as well? I spent like €45 on that, because it was, at the time, they were the only really ones that was on the market. But everyone and their dog now has glycolic acid on in their skincare range. You know, you can get it so affordably now, including with this. And this is a nice one. This is from, I always get it wrong, Aldi, Lidl, one of them. And just what it says in the tin, it's a fine glycolic acid. I have already repurchased it, so you know, anytime they come in, because they're not in stock all the time, they might only come back into Lidl or Aldi, wherever, every 6 months to a year. So when they come back in, I tend to pick them up because they're very affordable. I have a skin mask from OK, I think is the brand. Superfood Acai Berry Sheet Mask. I didn't like it at all. It burnt my skin something fierce. I just did not enjoy it. Now, thank God there wasn't a lasting effect to the burning, shall we say. It wasn't like it destroyed my skin, but it just wasn't a pleasant experience to use it. Don't know what ingredients were in it that really irritated me. Like, I don't see anything, like there wasn't any alcohol, it doesn't seem like, or anything like that in it, but just, it just wasn't a pleasant experience for me, so I wouldn't repurchase that one. Next up we have the valida Skin Food. It was okay. Again, this is one of these cult products I think Caroline Harns talks about a lot, and I was very curious about it and wanted to try it, so I bought it and I tried it and I didn't love it. Very heavily scented for me. Citrus, which is nice enough, but just very heavily scented for what I like to put on my face. So I used it up basically on my feet, used it as a foot cream, and it was phenomenal as a foot cream, to be fair to it. So if you have very dry feet, or you know what I mean, or dealing with cracked heels or anything like that, I think this actually would be a good purchase. And it's not terribly expensive, you know, for how effective it is. So for that, if I had a trouble with that kind of situation again, yes I would buy it, but not for face, definitely wouldn't. Trilogy Vital Moisturising Cream, another one that I wouldn't be a fan of. This came in a kind of little kit that I bought that had the Trilogy Rosehip Oil, which I enjoyed that, and this came with it, and I think, what else came in it? Oh, a little facial spray. Didn't like that either. It's just too scented for me, as in rose scented. I'm not a fan of rose scents. I know some people absolutely adore it. It really seems to be like a Marmite situation where you either love it or hate it. And for me, no, I'm not a fan of rose scented items, unfortunately. And we're finally onto the skincare. Brilliant. Not the skincare. We did the skincare. We're onto this makeup. So first up was the Urban Decay On Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. So this is kind of a travel size, so it's not quite a mini, but it's not obviously the full size. I love this. This is my probably third one at this stage, and I have another one in my drawer to use. Anytime I see it on sale, I tend to pick one up because I just find it to be so effective. I can't honestly say that I've tried another setting spray that actually makes my makeup last longer than this. This to me has been the best. If you have one that you love, because I'm always keen to try, you know, other ones to see. But yeah, to me this is brilliant. I really like that one. I used up a lip balm from Burt's Bees, the tinted lip balm. That's why I kind of have it in the makeup section, because it is a tinted kind of colour product, if that makes sense. It was this lovely kind of peachy kind of shade. Lovely for summer, and I really got the brush. I used a little small makeup brush or eyeshadow brush and got right in there to get out nearly all of it, to use it up, because it was lovely, very moisturising, lovely little tint to the lips. Just really nice product, really enjoyed that. I'd definitely consider purchasing that one again. What shade is that in? Zinnia, Z-I-N-N-I-A. So yeah, really enjoyed that one. I finished a lipstick. This is the L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick. I don't know what shade, because the thing has gone out of it. I can't even roll it. It's all the way. I dug all of it out because I actually used this both as a lipstick and as a cream blush, and loved it for both. Very sad that this isn't cruelty free, because I really did enjoy it and would recommend it. Consistency wise, it's a very moisturising and nearly has a glossy finish as far as a lipstick goes, and on the cheeks it would give a beautiful kind of healthy flush to the cheeks and a lovely glow. Really enjoyed that. I also finished a lip gloss. This is the Fenty Beauty lip gloss in Fenty Glow. So that's the original shade. It was in my Partners in Cream, and I've completely finished it up. Really got all around the edges there and cleaned it out. Took out the stopper. First lip gloss down, which I'm really proud of. This is lovely. It's very nice on the lips. It does have a scent and a taste to it, which I know not everybody loves, but it didn't offend me. It was fine. At the moment I won't repurchase it, because I just feel like in Ireland we'll say this is about 22 euros. And you can certainly get something for half the price just as good, in my opinion. What I would love to get is, coming up to Christmas this year, is, you know, when they bring out that little kind of, is it 5 or 6 minis? That to me now sounds perfect, because I love the idea of them being minis and being able to try different shades and different shades and colours. But yeah, I just think that would appeal to me more now than buying another full size. Now I do have Fussy, the pink one, and I will obviously use that one up. But just as regards to buying a full size of this at the moment, there just isn't any other shades that I've seen that I've loved as much. I've recently tried Buxom lip glosses for the first time, and I actually really enjoy those. I love how they feel on the lips. I don't find them too tingly at all, and I like how they make my lips look. They kind of really even out the lines and kind of do give a tiny, no, I'm not talking about I look like I have fillers in my lips or anything like that, but it just fills and plumps the lips enough that it just smooths out the lines. That's what I feel, and that's all I'm looking for. So yeah, not a repurchase for me at the moment, but it is a nice formula, don't get me wrong. Finished an eyeliner. This was just this was a battle. This was a battle. This was the NYX Wonder Pencil in light. So I used this in my inner corner, or waterline. Bottom waterline? You know what I mean. But I ended up using it up as an eyeshadow base, as recommended again by a wonderful subscriber, and to help me use it up faster, because it was just like, this has been on the go for too long, and I was getting worried that it was just going to start doing damage because it was that old. So using it up as an eyeshadow base was actually fantastic. It really worked well as that, actually. I was really impressed with it for that. But yeah, I was delighted to use it up. That's my first pencil eyeliner in years that I've used up. I have two mascaras. I have the Catrice Glam & Doll False Lashes Mascara Waterproof, and the number 7, the Full 360 All Round Incredible Lashes. This is the number 7 one, and this is the Catrice one. I actually use these in conjunction with each other because the number 7 one isn't waterproof and the Catrice one is, and because I suffer so badly with allergies, I need something waterproof. This is the wand on this, so it's kind of a natural bristle brush with a kind of a curve on it, and then this one is a curve as well, but it has the plastic, more kind of solid, if that makes sense, brush, comb. I don't know, words just went out the window there. And I like that as well, because I like these kind of brushes to kind of make my eyelashes look thicker and fuller and a bit longer in that, and I find this then great for kind of combing through them and separating them, and again making them just a tiny bit longer. So I am a mascara cocktailer. I was telling Kim this recently in one of her videos from Teacher Loves Beauty. She's only started kind of cocktailing mascaras, and I love it. I've done it for years now, especially to get the waterproof benefit from some of them, and also because I just like the effect of using the more natural bristle for, like I said, thickening them and etc., and then this for coming through and separating them. So I kind of always do have two mascaras on the go at the one time. Brow products, I have, this was from Makeup Revolution. I don't know what it's called anymore because it's completely worn off. It was the CBD range that they had, and it was in ash brown. Very nice. Really enjoyed the wand on this because I have literally no brows whatsoever. Everything I have is drawn on, so the bare few hairs that I do have need a really thin skinny brush to comb through, because the big ones, they just end up marking my skin and making a mess. So this is perfect. Very nice little eyebrow gel. Really enjoyed this one, and I would repurchase that actually. And this is the Essence Superlast 24-Hour Eyebrow Pomade Pencil Waterproof. Stop playing. Why am I running it up? It's not gone. That's the whole point of this video. It's an Empties. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a bit thick, as in both ways, I suppose. The pencil itself was a bit thicker than what you expect from, you know, one of these kind of pencils. No, usually now they're quite thin, or they're the teardrop kind of shape. So this was neither. It was just kind of a thick round shape, and the formula itself was a little bit thick. So it did at times pull eyebrow hairs out, which, like I said, I don't have many to start with, so please don't be taking them out. I need everything. So I don't think I'd repurchase that one. My favourite at the moment is the LA Girl Shady Slim. I really like that one. That's a lovely one. And last but by no means least, we have the Benefit High Beam Liquid or Cream Highlighter, or whatever you want to call it. This is it here. So probably, can you see that it's empty, all the windwin that's there? I hope you can, because I did really kind of scrape through all this. See if you can see in there down to the bottom and see that she's empty. It was fine. You know what? Again, to be fair to Benefit, they were kind of the leaders of this kind of product. I don't remember many other companies having this. You know, when did this come out? It must be nearly 10 years ago. More even, I'd say. Not this particular one. I don't have this one 10 years. But you know, this kind of style of product that they had, the High Beam, because I think it came out with like the Benetint, and sure, they're again 15 years. I'd say they are, lads, if not longer. And nobody else really was doing this kind of product, and a lot of us didn't even know what to do with it. To mind, you know, use it to its best. But since then, so many brands have come out with them, and in my opinion, so much better formulas. I find that where you put this down, it sticks to, and it's very hard to blend it into, you know, where you want it to go. So like, say if you just dotted it or brushed it along here and went to pat it out or use a sponge or brush or whatever, it really sticks where you had it, and you really have to get in there, and then you end up kind of lifting your foundation and stuff, which nobody wants that. So yeah, even if Benefit were cruelty free, it wouldn't be a repurchase for me. There's just far superior products on the market now, in my opinion. And that is it. If you stay till the end, God bless you, fair play to you, because, you know, it's me, I waffle. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're keeping well. Have you any holidays planned yourself? I know you know, most people aren't going international or anything like that. We're certainly not. But you know what? It's nice just to even go away for a couple of days and just kind of break the not monotony, because, you know, I don't hate being at home or anything like that, but just to see someplace different and be someplace different, and that it's just nice for a change. And I always feel like I get a bit more dressed up and do my makeup a bit different and all those kind of things when I'm away, you know. So yeah, let me know if you're going anywhere or doing anything special. I'd love to hear about it. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will hopefully talk to you in the next one. Bye. Slán.